Hello.
I'm doing well. So how does Heatwave fit in with a big group of heroes and villains? Because I'm yeah. Okay. How does Heatwave play in a big group of heroes and villains? You know, because I don't know, I've never when I see him on the fight, I'm not sure if he's a team player, if he's someone who likes really going solo.
The only answer is to Captain Cold, and we haven't explored that reason, and that'll be revealed as the series progresses. There's a loyalty there that we haven't come across yet. Voila.
As actors, do you feel you and Wentworth, do you feel you carry chemistry from your shared history?
Don't you think?
Of course.
I mean, no doubt.
Yeah.
It's something that you can't intellectualize, well, I certainly can't. You either have it or you don't. People, for some reason, just love Wentworth and myself working together as a team, certainly with Prison Break, playing the brothers, and the response when we both worked together on The Flash, Heatwave, and Captain Cole was massive. So, it's just awesome. I mean, we're an inseparable duo, if you will.
Were you surprised that it's become this new opportunity and this new show?
Yeah, I mean, I am. I was just saying, for me, it feels like a second bite of the cherry. Doing Prison Break, you don't, as an actor, certainly, you realize you're doing great work and you're part of something kind of special. But it's after the fact that in hindsight, you went, wow, I did a really cool show. Will I ever get that opportunity again? And I've had those discussions with myself, and I seem to be getting that opportunity again. So with Legends, and the second, as I said, the second time round, and I want to stay more in the moment of it and kind of just suck it up a bit more. And Prison Break was 10 years back. Well, not 10 years back, but it was before Instagram. So now I'm doing the show with the new kind of media platform, and it's all just kind of exciting.
You got an action figure. It's all good.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the thing I'm most excited about, the action thing.
Do you think? Sorry. Do you think having a team around you will basically bring your character Heatwave's rage down a little bit?
No.
No smiles cracked.
Fuck no. No. Look, Heatwave's. Did I say what Heatwave was about the Joker thing? I'm kind of. Heatwave's a dumber version of the Joker. That's kind of what I see. If you could, like a charismatic psychopath, paramaniac. He's indirectly very funny. He's the kind of guy that will make you laugh because he's so absurdly over the top and full of rage.
He's a little boy who plays with matches.
Totally, and we identify that. I mean, come on, how many times have we been in the car and want to kill some fuck? Heatwave actually does that. So he's that guy.
So Arrow has introduced some of your former Prison Break as co-stars. Is there anyone else you would like to see maybe come over to Flash or Legends that hasn't already?
I will, and don't quote me on this because I need.
Well, you're being recorded, so it's a little bit hard.
I don't remember either.
Katie. Locke. No.
Forget this. She likes Cisco.
Peyton List?
Lisa.
What?
Lisa.
Peyton List?
What's the character though?
Lisa Snart.
Lisa.
Yeah.
So, Heatwave, if he's going to bring any character back, it's going to be Lisa Snart. He has a thing for Lisa Snart, and we saw that in The Flash, and he has a soft spot, and we will, hopefully, the writers, I spoke to a couple of writers this morning, and they're about possibly bringing her back. And can you imagine the stuff? Me, Heatwave, getting it on with Captain Cold's sister? I mean, that's funny shit right there.
Golden Wave, I guess, is the shipper name.
Huh?
I guess Golden Wave would be the shipper name by the fans. Or
I heard shipper for the first time this morning. Someone said the shipper, and I'm like, fuck, what? The shipper?
yeah, it's
Is this a new?
it's been around for the past like 10 years on
Do you
television.
take him only as you find him on the page or as an actor? Do you sit down with comic books, the broader universe of material to kind of get a sense of the universe he lives in?
I didn't study, if that's what you, because quite frankly, I didn't know anything about Heatwave. I didn't realize that he was this iconic supervillain in the DC world. That came later, after the fact. Yes, and I have immersed myself in a bit of study on him, and on a peripheral sense, I know what the Joker's like, and so for me as an actor, it was more or less just exaggerating on that, and and yes, you got to take things on the page, and some of the stuff that he comes out on the page he doesn't come across as the sharpest tool in the box. So I have to that snarks thing. I mean, Captain Cold's the intelligent. I'm much more. Heatwave's much more instinctive, reactive than anything else.
An actor's best choice is made in the movie.
Very much so. Yeah, for sure. I remember the first day on The Flash, I was finding him on the floor as I was doing it. I was like, how the fuck do I play this? And I started working it out. And I mean, Wentworth had a couple of episodes before, so I was getting his vibe. And I said, okay, I need to do the complete opposite to what Wentworth's doing. And then he's also fire. I mean, there you go.
Was it fun shooting the teaser with all of you together?
I wasn't there. If you notice in the teaser, I don't feature as much. I was doing a movie in New Zealand called Isolation. Very good film. They paid me. I wasn't there.
Oh, they used like old footage or something?
They borrowed something from The Flash.
Yeah. Well, other than Captain Cole, and from what you know about the show so far, who do you think that Heatwave has a chance to connect with, out of these members,
I don't know yet. I really don't know. I don't know.
Do you have a choice? Do you have your own choice, maybe, that you want to connect with?
Maybe Atom. Really small.
Can you talk about the appeal of time travel that the show brings?
It just opens up so much possibilities and storylines. Going back to the 40s and 50s and just exploring that kind of world. It's awesome. It's just very clever. Very clever. It keeps things very fresh and new. It's like Doctor Who, but in just a bigger kind of maniacal kind of way. I mean, this is a big undertaking. This is very ambitious, very large. I think it's going to be a huge success myself. I think it can't not be a success because of, one, the genre, two, the people behind it, The Flash and Arrow, and what Warner Brothers and CW and DC are investing in this show. So it's just awesome just to be part of it. I love the cast. Already I just get a vibe from the cast. So they're all sweethearts, and it's just great.
Is there anyone in particular that you're looking forward to working with?
No, not really. I mean, all of them. I mean, they're all, I actually want to just start. Just get to work.
Given the mixture of moral positionings and the main characters, do you think this is a show for 2015? Do you think in the superhero world now there's so many shades of grey in a way that perhaps were not there 40 or 50 years ago when superheroes were cut on a more clean line?
Yeah, I mean, I think Dark Knight brought that. Some of the stuff that they were touching on in that stuff is heavy shit. And hopefully they start touching on that on this show, and they will. And that's what the writers will bring. It's what the actors will suggest. I mean, I already know that it's a collaborative experience working with the writers, Greg and Andrew, and a whole bunch of the guys. That's where I'm a big believer in collaboration. I know that TV is a writer's medium, and film is not so. But that was one of the reasons I think as to why Prison Break was such a special kind of show, is because as actors we were allowed to fucking not do what we wanted, but we were allowed scope, license to change, massage dialogue and collaborate and work the scene better. There are some TV shows you know that fucking do that. And if you look at a procedural show, I won't name names, but fuck, they're boring. and you know why.
Now, there's some rumors over at Fox that they're bringing back Prison Break for a little mini show, and one will say that there's definitely some talks about it. What can you add to that? Is that something?
Well, I mean, you know, I'm a bit more outrageous than Wentworth, as you can see and tell.
It could be a good thing.
No, it's happening. The Suits, Fox. Everyone's pumped on it. Why wouldn't you want to fucking bring Prison Break back? Seriously.
Well,
I mean, it's a successful show, and hugely, especially international. And so what they're doing is, you know, just adding to that need, that demand. Because everywhere I travel, people are always like, "Fuck, when are you bringing Prison Break?" I mean, it's never stopped. So the story, the pitch that I've heard is amazing, and it's going to be incredible.
But it won't affect your Legends schedule.
No. I mean, no. We finished Legends in the hiatus. Wentworth and I'll go off and do the show.
So would it
the limited stuff?
would it have to be a prequel for Wentworth?
You'll have to wait and see.
Oh.
But they've thought of there's an answer.